Good morning from... Wait, where are we? Where are we?
We're at... Dude, I can't believe we're at... Oh. Good for like some good cheap food. Which that's gonna be like what, half hour? 45? I think we'll bring time to 40.
May I have your attention, please? We are experiencing.
No!
May I have your attention, please? Attention, please.
You're pressing me on the stairs. So I'm like, what's going on? I talked to Jordan.
Matt, what's this restaurant?
What'd that mouth do?
What that mouth do?
So hold on to your ticket and look for key markers.
Here at Jurassic World, we dare to imagine a world with dinosaurs.
Smaller items must be placed in complimentary lockers prior to...
So what you guys want already? I don't mind waiting.
All right, Velocicoaster, preliminary thoughts. First off, it was posted at a 50 and we waited 25, 30 by the time I got off the train. So that was pretty dope. This was also, so I know I mentioned, like I had a plan for 150th credit. This was my big 150. It was definitely a fun ride, a little shaky. My head hurt a little bit, but it's not unbearable. We got back row, some crazy ejector on that top hat. I was not expecting that. A couple other good ejector moments and head choppers. I don't know, it was really fun. We're gonna try and get on again later in the day when it's a little more warmed up. So Hagrid's was delayed. It just opened and it's at like a 110, so we're gonna try and hit Hagrid's and we'll just wait it out. So yeah. Butterbeer stop.
I use all gas.
Yeah.
They corralled us into the pre-show room and we were so excited, and then they just opened the doors with no pre-show. RIP.
Eros. She's not making all the noise.
Dino.
The dino's gonna get you.
So Nevin just got all wet and soggy in his own words. So now he wants to make somebody else wet and soggy.
I didn't go through.
You gotta wait for the right group of people. Anyone, you gotta do like a whole group of teams. I actually want to do this now, just because of how hot it is. I would do this almost.
Yeah, but I already got my socks wet enough for this. I'm going into bed because I don't want to hold it.
Can we get like a group of teens to come by?
Yeah, look.
You should have came me around grab that.
Did.
Let's go. I'm gonna do this now. Not this one.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Jeez.
Iceberg ahead.
Alright, I've never done Spider-Man. I don't do too well with screens. Forbidden Journey, I kind of got a little meh. But I'm gonna sacrifice it for Spider-Man. Probably not gonna do Kong later. A healthy, nutritious lunch.
What do you work for?
So we're gonna try and get another ride on Velocicoaster and Hagrid's before the storm started around 3. It's just after 2 now, and everything's already closed for weather. So let's hope Poseidon's Fury doesn't have a long wait. So Poseidon's Fury was loads of fun. Our tour guide, his name was Taylor. He was a great actor, very awkward, which was good. It added to the experience. It is raining. It's about 2:45, and my radar says it's supposed to stop raining at 7. New carousel credit. Cat in the Hat time. It started raining again, by the way.
This ride doesn't spin as much as it used to, unfortunately.
Now you want to get out of the way of the ramp.
I love this store.
This is cool.
To be cash or card.
Please select payment type.
So since the last time I was here, they added some potions. So we've got liquid luck and a love potion. That's cool. It doesn't say the flavors though. Wait a second.
You can use the.
This one has to reset. Matt, do you know where the sensor is?
We're looking for a velociraptor to catch. Exploring Camp Jurassic. I've never been down here. Water. Oh no.
I was like, she said, okay. I was like, it's okay, I'm being safe.
Bye bye.
We gotta go back this way. The exit's turn on fire, is right there.
Wait, give me some.
Matt, wait, no. No, you just brought out like 2 months.
I'm pretty sure I remember the warning to like clearly don't move again.
And she wants to keep that position. Therefore, we don't want to approach her with any aggression or stare her in the eye because she'll take that aggression, try to take you out of the equation. On the flip side of that, don't look too nervous or upset because then you look like prey. When she goes into hunt mode. Uh-oh, it's raining. Hopefully we're going to be okay. We're going to hopefully get through this. So those two things, we don't want to make that happen. Now, this is also the opportunity where I tell people, parents, if your kids have been problematic today, this is not the way to handle this. We do not feed them to my dinosaur. First of all, some of them are just hors d'oeuvres. It'll just make her hungrier. We don't want that to happen. You, on the other hand, we call you a snack. Yeah, so we're going to see how you survive in this. But we're going to go. All right. So we're going to hold just a little bit just to make sure because we are weather dependent.
Go back, Warren, slingshot back.
It broke. No one on it though. I don't think. Alright, Hagrid's is posted at a 75. It's supposed to be a light drizzle for the next hour, so we'll see if we can get on before it goes down for weather again.
your coworkers. That's what happens. You get bit by a dinosaur.
All right, so Velocicoaster's down. It's been down. You know, I just went up to the entrance to ask if they thought there was any chance of it opening back up. You know, we saw that it was stopped on the second launch. First off, the whole crew was at the entrance, so that's not a good sign. And, you know, they told me, you know, obviously they can't tell me what happened, or, like, obviously they don't know how long it's going to be, but they said they did see something that they've never seen before. So, you know, obviously that could mean anything. It could be a quick fix that they've just never seen before, or it could be a bad sign. We don't know, but the weather was supposed to clear up at 7, now it's supposed to clear up at 9, and the park's closing at 9, so, you know, they said, like, in my personal opinion, I wouldn't count on it because of this new error and the weather. Obviously, there's no way of knowing, but we're probably gonna head out soon. Done everything we wanted to do. I wanted to get a second ride, hopefully a night ride on a Velocicoaster, but I don't think that's happening tonight. But, you know, that's okay. I rode it in the morning. It wasn't, like, super warmed up, but it was more warmed up than, like, if it was the first ride of the day. I got back row. I enjoyed it. You know, I'd like to get another ride, but I'm satisfied with what I got. Why do they look like that? Velocicoaster reopened. We were front row of the second train since it reopened, and as we were hitting the transfer or waiting or whatever the block right before the station is, we stopped and we got evac'd. So I'm pretty sure this is my first coaster I've ever been evac'd off of. It was nice to be back on. Yeah, at least we got to ride it. You know, it would have been nice to be evac'd off of a launch just for the experience, but you know, I'm glad I got the whole ride in. It was just really funny. Like, I haven't been out on like the catwalk in so long because I haven't really worked rides in almost a year. So it was like, I feel like I'm home. But yeah, we might go use this at Hagrid's, we might leave, I'm not sure. It's valid till the end of the year. Alright, so we used our fast pass on Hagrid's, got on in about 20 minutes. Sunset was 8:02 and we got on at like 8:20, so it wasn't a night ride, but it was a dusk ride.
Ride number 4.
No.
No. So the first time we rode, we did the back 2 rows, and then we did the front 2 rows, and then we did the back 2 rows this time. So, so we're just getting a treat at Honeyduke's. I know there's some new butterbeer treats I haven't tried, so I want to get that. And then we're heading to Fun Spot because, like I've said, I'm a site controller, and the 2 tallest sky coasters in the world are right here in Orlando and Kissimmee. So. Alright, I don't have hands, but we got fudge and I got a pumpkin pasty, and then Hogwarts show is going. We're, you know, kind of watching from here, and then we're gonna head out. Oh, I'm glad we finally figured out where we've been all day.
Oh.
We've been at Universal. Okay. That makes a lot of sense.
I thought we were in Detroit. But also, you know.
Hell yeah, baby! Alright, hey guys, sorry I didn't really vlog a lot or sign off last night. It's currently the next morning, it's about 6:15. You know, I was catching up with old coworkers, and you know, when we were walking around and waiting in line, I was talking to them instead of myself. So it was nice. Sorry that there was really no ending to the video, but you know, you got it right now. I also got to the hotel room super duper late, and I just wanted to like absolutely crash. Like I didn't even empty out all my coolers. Like that's what I'm doing right now. But it's okay because it's cold. All right, so. Universal Velocicoaster. I really enjoyed it. We rode back row at the start of the day, and then front row towards the end of the night, and both were wonderful. You know, per usual, back will get a little more whip, but you still got some good ejector on in front row. You know, you're getting like pulled over. The top hat, there were a couple really good ejector moments in the first half, and weirdly enough, like, I was not expecting this, but you got some crazy ejector on that Mosasaurus roll. Like, you are literally thrown out of your seat. So yeah, it was super enjoyable. Per usual, I'm not exactly sure where it falls on the rankings, but it's definitely going to be up there. Like I said, I got to do some more thinking after the whole trip is done, but yeah, it's definitely up there. We did get evac off of the second one. You know, they reopened from a pretty lengthy breakdown. We were on the second train back out, and you know, as soon as we were about to head into the station, you know, we were sitting in the transfer or the waiting or the service or, you know, whatever that block is called, we stopped moving. They ended up evacing us. You know, part of me wishes that we got an evac from the second launch, just, you know, for the experience. Like, how cool would that be? But at the same time, I'm glad that I was able to enjoy the ride again before we were taken off of it. So yeah, I really enjoyed that ride. You know, obviously they gave us a fast pass that was good for any ride other than turning on flyers. And Hagrid's and Velocicoaster don't have an express pass, so, you know, we were like, oh, well, maybe Velocicoaster will open back up and we can use it on that, but you know, there's no chance of that opening back up because the weather was also looking, you know, iffy. So we used it for a third ride on Hagrid's, which I was totally fine with. Speaking of Hagrid's, also totally fun. I think Nevin put it in such a great way. Like, as a coaster, Velocicoaster is better. Hagrid's is just a more fun experience, and I 100% agree with that. You know, I just found myself like smiling along the whole ride. Some of those launches are pretty forceful. It's a long ride. Yeah, and it's super unique. I've never ridden a ride where you're on a bike, so that was fun. What next? There wasn't really anything else new that we did. I mean, we explored Camp Jurassic. That was fun. I've never been up there before, and you know, that's like a nice little hidden gem. So honestly, I recommend if you have some free time, like even if you don't have kids, like walk around. It's loads of fun. After Velocicoaster and Hagrid's, we did Forbidden Journey, and you guys know I don't do too well with screens, so I felt a little funky after that. And then we did Hulk immediately after, and between those two, I got a migraine. Hulk, super intense, but with intensity comes, you know, a little bit of a rattle, a lot of a rattle. Yeah, so then we took a pause, went out to City Walk, ate at Red Oven Pizza. It was very good. You get a whole personal pizza, but it's like a big personal pizza, like 8 slices for, I think it was like $14. Matt works at Universal, so we got his discount. So I'm pretty sure it was like $12 for a whole pizza. And they actually ended up burning Matt's, so they brought it out and said, yeah, we got another one in, just work off of this one until then. So we ordered 3 pies, but they brought us out 4. So yeah, that was cool. After that, we kind of explored around. You know, the weather was still a little iffy. We were going to do the High in the Sky Zeus Trolley Train Ride, but it was down for lightning. So we figured everything was going to be down for lightning, so then we went ahead and did Poseidon's Fury, which was super fun. Like I said, our tour guide, his name was Taylor. He was such a great actor. You know, I like super awkward, you know, playing the part, and I like 100% believed him. It was wonderful. And then we did, you know, the Seven Seas Landing, the Carususa, which I had never done before. We did the Cat in the Hat, which I had done before, but they took out like a lot of the spinning, so I was totally fine on that ride. We went to the All Hallows Eve Boutique, which is their year-round Halloween store in Lost Continent, and I got myself a shirt, and if I have a picture of it, I'll put it in here. If not, it just says every day is Halloween, and it has the 31 for HHN 31, with a whole bunch of like characters and whatnot inside. You know, it does say HHN 2022, which I'm not going to, but I liked the every day is Halloween, so whatever. We explored around Hogsmeade a little bit, you know, stuff was still closed. We poked around Honeydukes, but it was like packed to the brim. Yeah, poked around the other shops. Nevin had to get a wand repair. But yeah, Hogsmeade, that section of the park, that land has been open for 12 years and it has not died down. I mean, I guess it has died down, but it's still crazy packed. Yeah, and then we went ahead and did Camp Jurassic. They had a raptor encounter at 5. We were gonna go meet Blue. You know, they let us in and everything, but it's weather permitting, you know, raptors aren't too friendly in the rain and the electric fence and everything. So we were in and he was giving us the whole intro and everything, and then they canceled it. You know, they gave us a secret password to come back for the next one at 6 or the last one at 7, but we didn't end up doing that. But honestly, like, the guy, his name was Jim, he was super entertaining on his own. I know I didn't really record a lot of that, but like that in itself was its own show. So I enjoyed that. We went ahead and did River Adventure. Checked on Jurassic, or on Velocicoaster. Noticed that it was delayed, you know, stuck on the second launch. So we were like, oof. After Hulk, we did Spider-Man, or before Hulk. I don't know if I mentioned that. Yeah, so we did Forbidden Journey, Spider-Man, Hulk. And Spider-Man was good. You know, it's a much, much older ride than Forbidden Journey, but it didn't make me nearly as nauseous. I had never done that ride before, so I'm glad I did. I enjoyed it. All right, back to... so we got off River Adventure, Velocicoaster was delayed, so we went ahead and got in line for Hagrid's again. We still, like, it was a 70 or 80 minute wait. We still waited just under an hour. In the morning it was posted at 100, and we waited just under an hour too, so, you know, that was pretty nice. We got the back 2 rows on Hagrid, the first ride we got, and this time we got the front 2 rows, so that was pretty cool. And I was able, because we ended up riding it 3 times, I was able to ride in the bike and the sidecar. I definitely think I prefer the bike, but you know, either's fun. Yeah, and then we, you know, just kind of started walking around. We went to go check on Velocicoaster, and then we poked around the Discovery Center, played a couple games and whatnot. The Discovery Center is honestly another, like, a hidden gem in plain sight. Like, there's so much to do in there that you probably don't even realize. But yeah, and then we were getting ready to leave. You know, I wanted to stop at Honeydukes to get, like, the pumpkin pasty, because I'm like, you know, I'm hungry, but I don't want, like, sugar. But, you know. So we walked past Velocicoaster, it was still closed, and as we were going on the bridge between Jurassic Park and Hogsmeade, we heard a coaster, and we were like, that sounds like the B&M roar of the Hulk, but it sounds very close, and like the pattern kind of sounds like the top hat on Velocicoaster. And so we stood on the bridge for a minute to see if it was running. It was, so we not sprinted, but we made our way back over there. You know, they ended up letting us in line. You know, they made sure to say, like, we're not open, we're just preloading. But honestly, we were maybe in line for a total of 5 minutes. We were the second train back. They let us choose our seats, so we got front row. Yeah, another great ride. We got backed off of it. They gave us the fast pass. We ended up using it for Hagrid's because we figured Velocicoaster wasn't going to be opening for the rest of the night, which I don't know for sure, but I don't think it did. So yeah, we got like a almost night ride on Hagrid's. We waited, I think, like 20 or 30 minutes out of a posted 70-minute wait. So, you know, the express past the merge point was a little soon, but you know, hey, better than waiting in the whole line. And we got the back 2 rows again. Yeah, then we stopped at Honeyduke's and got some snacks, and then we went over to Fun Spot, and we rode the second tallest sky coaster in the world, which was super fun. Matt couldn't find the ripcord. Yeah. So I'm probably not going to be vlogging a lot in the next video too. I mean, technically, like, for me, it's today. But yeah, we're hanging out again. We're going to SeaWorld. I mean, I'll still vlog. It's a brand new park for me. It's a brand new park for Nevin. I mean, I went when I was a baby, but I don't count that because I don't remember it and I didn't do anything. So yeah, we're gonna head over to SeaWorld today. As per usual Florida weather, there's storms forecasted again, so you know, we're kind of hoping to plan our day around that. So see you in the next video, and